But I was really excited about this. I would love for more media outlets to report on this in caps. In caps, write it in big, bold font. It's too quiet out there for me. And Hov ain't gonna say nothing because he's Hov. He's just gonna speak through the countersuit and crack Homeboy's muffin.
Again, I hope he rip him down to his socks.
Hot tea, hot tea, hot tea, hot tea, hot tea.
All right, we got the Hovengers, a.k.a. the Joe Budden podcast, reacting to Jay-Z and Diddy's case getting dropped. We gonna see what they had to say about this. You better like the video. You better subscribe. Let's get it.
Allegations are always loud and the exoneration is always quiet.
Oh, yeah. The disrespect is
No matter
loud.
the magnitude of the superstar we speak of, in this instance, it happens to be Sean Carter, Jay-Z, all of that, whatever was going on with him, I don't even know because I didn't really read up on it or take it seriously. It's out the window. It's out the window. All charges dismissed, dropped, countersuit. Now we are suing you, Tony Busby, for the stress, the duress, the heartache, the pain that you caused me and my family. You have caused me to lose $20 million deals.
Yeah.
I absolutely love this.
I hope he
I do not see enough of the media loud. Y'all are not loud enough for me, my fucking GERD. Y'all are not loud enough for me right now.
1000%.
Let me get the round of applause real quick.
1000%.
Congratulations to Hov. I don't know if it's irony. You have laid the blueprint. You have laid the blueprint for how black men should handle these things when they are false. That's important to know. When it's a false allegation, too many times for too many years in recent years, there's just been shakedowns of sorts. But he came out with conviction from the gate.
Yep.
That don't mean that you're not about to lose deals, because just the sheer announcement is going to make you lose deals. But he came out, said, I didn't do it. It was the internet was loud. Boy, y'all were loud. Almost like y'all was waiting on another black great to fall for shit like this. I think that's nasty of the internet, but
Disgusting.
I get it. Y'all on some today nasty, grimy shit. But I was really excited about this. I would love for more media outlets to report on this in caps. In caps, write it in big, bold font. It's too quiet out there for me. And Hov ain't gonna say nothing because he's Hov. He's just gonna speak through the countersuit and crack Homeboy's muffin.
Again, I hope he rip him down to his socks. I hope he take everything he got. I promise you, I hope he take everything he got.
He filed the lawsuit like a day before Blue Ivy's premiere for Lion King, so he was forced to make a choice to go see his daughter or stay away because of the negative press, which is what he ended up having to do.
Disgusting.
Yeah. Which he put in the suit as part of his reason why Hov is countersuing.
Like, I hope he strips him down to his socks, my nigga. Like, I want
take the socks.
Not for nothing, and I ain't even on that. I want your family to feel what my family potentially felt, or what you tried to make my family feel.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, we don't think about the losses that could potentially occur from people being falsely accused of shit. I want you to strip them. Dead ass.
Yeah. It's obvious the court did, because it was dismissed with prejudice, so they can't refile. That usually happens when a case is so obviously fake, you know, that the court doesn't even want to entertain it anymore. I mean, all the evidence that came out, I was at this person was in another part of the country. I was here, that person didn't appear. You know, it was,
bro, have you heard the statement? The statement didn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Anybody that knows New York City, like at one point, the girl was like, yo, I just remember this really big circle driveway that we pulled up to this house.
Right.
And it's like,
that's barely exists in
Manhattan.
In the tri-state area.
Right.
Damn near.
But
none of it made sense. What's interesting is Puff also issued a statement.
Puff charges have been dropped too.
Because the case was dropped against Puff and against Jay, and on this particular case, and Puff is basically like, see, people be lying. This is another example of these cases coming out used against me to lie. So while this case is false, it seems Puffy is using it as an excuse to kind of say, look, everybody's after me, this is wrong. So
I think it's unfair to even mention Puff during the whole segment.
But they were grouped together. I think it's important to note that this is why this is why it's interesting, because Jay is innocent of this, and I believe Puff is innocent of this one. But it's interesting to see how that plays into the rest of his cases
Sure.
in terms of the court of public opinion.
I said that.
I think some of the ones against Puff, by the way, for going
Me too.
there, are going to come out as
I
false
wouldn't
as
doubt
well.
that. Yeah.
I've been saying for a long time, I think that the people that are coming out against Puff, and I think Puff has lawyers that are great. I don't know his lawyers, but I'm assuming that he has some of the best lawyers money could buy. I think what's going to happen is some of these people are going to start recanting their stories and start getting their ass whooped on the stand, and it's going to fare better for Puff to have more than less. I think the more people that come forward for Puff, I think it's going to fare better for him to have more people than less, because we're going to start proving some of these people to be liars, and it's going to play into the reasonable doubt.
And also, jurors don't trust it. I remember there was a case in Georgia, Dr. York. I don't know if y'all remember Dr. York from back in the day, but
I do.
Yeah, and there were thousands of cases of child molestation. At some point, the prosecution said, we don't want to present thousands because it will seem so unbelievable that the jury may throw it all away because we don't believe this. So to your point, I think a small group of credible cases is better than throwing a bunch of stuff against the wall and making people doubt the whole thing.
And because some settlements are going to come, everybody chasing the bag. Like the Busby dude, that was the same attorney that prosecuted Deshaun.
I think stuff like that is important to know, because Busby wasn't chump. It wasn't like some, I don't want to say Lisa Bloom, shout out to her, ambulance chaser. Like, this was somebody who has done this with a resume.
But you might have been chump. You might have been taking advantage of these black people that were ignorant to the law or their rights, and that had a whole bunch of money. And typically when you have a whole bunch, somebody sued you today for $1 million. You, right? You give it to them.
What's the charge?
It depends on, it's not worth the headlines.
Well, that's where the
You
shakedown
get what I'm saying?
comes in.
And so that's the shakedown.
That's where
And
the shakedown
you
comes in.
might be chump and you just made a fortune in doing this type of disgusting shit. Now I
give
get
me
you
$1
for
million.
$2 million, I get you for $1 million, I get this person for $1 million. Nigga, you talking,
As Jane Doe.
bruh, Jane Doe.
As Jane Doe.
With nothing.
There's nothing to lose. There's nothing for me to lose in this instance.
Bruh.
Until you go up against that one that's going to fight.
Until you
back.
go against the one that got a platform big enough to be like, suck my dick, and now I'm gonna sue you.
And you can take some heat, because that's why the Puffy thing is important too, because part of the shakedown was, I'm tying your name to this person that everybody hates right now, because the allegation was they both did it at the same time.
They both did it.
They attacked me together.
You're right.
So by saying that, the average celebrity's gonna be like, I don't want nothing to do. I don't want to be nowhere near him. I don't even want my name on the same sentence as him. Here's $1 million. Take it.
I don't know Hov well enough to say this. I just don't think that that's the text that's getting him to the threesome. Hey, man. Yo, listen, I got Puff and this girl here. Come through. He's never been that. Like, he doesn't move that way.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. We need a round of
Shout out to
applause.
Hov.
We need the round of
It's the
applause
Rock.
for Hov, man. We need the round of applause. Job well
Sign of Rock
done.
Nation.
Job well done. You have laid the blueprint for how black men especially, should handle false allegations
1,000%.
from Jane Doe's.
Yes.
See, this where that New York bias start to come in at. Why Joe trying to act like he's surprised that people ain't screaming this from the rooftops? People don't look at Jay-Z like he a man of the people no more. And I'm not saying whether that's right or wrong, but people look at Jay-Z and his wife like they are part of the Illuminati. And I'm not saying everybody, but you got to realize Joe and the podcast, they're closer to the entertainment industry than the average person. So they don't see the devil when they look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. But a lot of regular people, that's what they think about J and B. I know Joe know who Jaguar Wright is, and I know he knows it's a lot of people who share that sentiment about the Carters out in the industry. Now, did I think the lawsuit was some BS? Yes, I did. I didn't think it was a strong case, but you still had a lot of black people who said, dang, Jay-Z got off again. But they'll say, I'm not surprised. Jay-Z is a part of the Illuminati. Of course he didn't go to jail. Of course he got off. These the same people that believe that Jay-Z has something to do with Tory Lanez going to jail. These gonna be the same people you hear mentioning Jay-Z and Rock Nation when people start to talk about how A$AP Rocky just got his case dismissed. When it comes to Jay-Z, people look at him like some shady figure. It's all wrapped up in that Cat Williams interview and how a lot of people don't trust these black billionaires, thinking it's something going on behind the scenes. And unfortunately, even though Jay-Z got this case dismissed, a lot of people still have him in the same category as somebody like Diddy. That's the truth. And it ain't look, it ain't about what I believe. It's just that's what's going on out here. And I get it that Joe likes Jay-Z, and it's a lot of Jay-Z fans that defend him as well. But don't act like I'm up here, making up stuff. Y'all know what's going on out here. And unfortunately, like I said before, people don't look at Jay-Z the same way they used to look at Jay. I think now you got people who feel like Dame Dash is a better human being than Jay-Z in 2025. When back in the day, it used to be the opposite. Everybody used to, crap on Dame. And now people looking at Dame like he was the good one. He was the pure one. And Jay was the, evil guy. So yeah, this is a win for Jay, but Jay got a long way to go if he's going to win back the people. And that's why everybody ain't on the internet screaming this to the rooftops. Okay? I'm just being real. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but y'all know I'm not lying. Y'all know I'm not lying. They look at Jay as if he's a part of the system now. It just is what it is. If I'm lying, tell me I'm lying in the comments. That's just the truth. And when it comes to the Diddy half of this situation, we'll see how this dismissal for Jay, affects Diddy and his up and coming cases. But I forget that guy's name, the other guy who's on the podcast now, Mark Lamont, if I'm not mistaken. But he did have a good point where he said he thinks that, Diddy having all of these accusers is going to end up helping him in the end, because it's going to look like in court, can all of these people be telling the truth about Diddy? Can he have done, all of these things to all of these people, or is it just a bunch of cash grabs? So maybe this will end up helping Diddy, but he's another one where it's like the court of public opinion is so far down in the garbage can. Even if all of Diddy's cases got dismissed right now and he was sent home, people will still look at him crazy just because of that video with Cassie. So, I don't even know how much a whole bunch of cases getting dismissed can help Diddy at this point. Because even if he doesn't go to jail, his reputation has been tarnished forever. And that's something his family is going to have to deal with for the rest of their lives as well. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Like the video and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.